It is the 12.5 laps B race as we build up to the penultimate race on the program. That's the women's A race, which will be up shortly with the Victorian Championship on the line, and then followed by the men's A race, which will be an intriguing battle to see who takes out the crown this year. Slightly more conservative start in this B race. Kelly on the inside, Quirk is there at the front next to him. Allen in the black top, the Queenslander, sits third at the front. Pack relatively tightly bunched. Seed times for this race range between 14:40 and 15 minutes 20. So we could expect our first sub 15 minute time here tonight. As we see the Melbourne University runner just making a slight break and joined by his teammate. So it's Blake and Street at the front of the field, still close together. It was bunched through the first 400. Now it's just starting to stretch out. About 70 seconds, slightly faster through the first 400 metres. This 5,000 metre B race for men. There'll be 8 laps to go when they move through the start-finish area. Still Blake at the front of the field, Ralph in behind him. So the next split ahead is 2,000 metres travelled. And that'll come in 200 metres time. We're looking for a split under 6 minutes. We'd expect this race to sit just under that 15-minute pace, and I think we can see that it's heading in that direction just by the fractures we're seeing in the field. There was a group of 16 that started a tight pack through the first 400 metres. It got strung out and it continues to string out just that little bit further as the split is 5:58.23. So they've gone 3 minutes, 2 minutes 58 the first 2 kilometres. So the pace has quickened. And that's what we want to see in this championship race, continuing to build into it. Led by the 2 Melbourne University athletes in Sam Blake and Ralph Street. Blake has a best at 14:56, so he's sitting on his personal best pace. Street, his best, sits at 15:05. And you can see him just working around to the front again, so some nice running, front running by the 2 Melbourne University athletes, but it's setting up well for the athletes in behind him. You know, Brian of Essendon, Kelly of Glen Huntly, Verway's there for Frankston, as is Luke Burns. We've talked about Barlow. He'll be one to watch when the pace starts to dial up further. His best 14:45. Delaney from Collingwood, his best 14:47. Well, he's just a little ways back in that second group on the track. So they'll go through and collect. 3 laps remaining, 68-second lap, that last one. Slightly increasing pace, and it's reflected in how we've whittled that lead group down. See Verway moving up now into second place. Kelly's going to go with him. Bushkill's into 4th. O'Brien had been in 3rd place most of the journey, drops back to 5th place, and will want to hang on to this leading group. If you can do so, it'll get them close to the sub-15 schedule that they want. They've gone 11:57 through 4 kilometres. So they were 9:01 at the 3K. So they brought that back in. 2:58, 2:57. 4th kilometre on the track has done that for them. As we see our race leader just make a slight break, it's Ralph Street. Kelly has gone past Verway. It's Bert. They've got a little less work to do now as they approach 1 lap to go. As we tick over on the lap board, the bell will sound, and it's 400 metres left to go for Ralph Street from Melbourne University, looking to break 15 minutes. And our first athlete under 15 minutes here tonight. Kelly's with Burway in the battle for second and third in the B race. O'Brien and Burns are head-to-head, back to Baggett. And the Western Athletics athlete there in Barlow. Well clear though is Ralph Street. His best listed time, 15:05. Sets him up for a personal best schedule, but Fairway's not going to die wondering in the last 200 metres. Has just made a break on Kelly in a definitive second place on the track, but the task is really ahead of him inside the last 200 metres. As Ralph Street will lead him in the straight, but Verway's got momentum, much the way of Eddie Wilson in the last race. It's going to be Street on the inside, and Verway goes straight past him. Can Street respond? I don't think he'll have it in him. Verway has timed his bolt for the line of perfection, and he'll take the win, 14:50. A sharp last kilometre for Verway has ensured him the victory. Street did the bulk of the work. It was set up for him, but it was Verway that finished the job. Kelly was in the third place. Battle still on for top 10 placing as we see Reddy go past our third of the Frankston athletes, Nathan Bushkill